When you think about upgrading your home security, the front door is where everything starts. And choosing a smart lock is not just about features on paper, it is more about how it works when you use it every single day. So today we are going through 7 of the best smart locks for your front door, and we will talk about their real behavior, how quickly they respond, how secure they feel, and what kind of experience you can expect once it is on your door. Let's get started. So let's start with something that feels very natural the moment you begin using it. The Schlage Encode Plus is one of those locks that fits right into your daily routine, especially if you already use Apple devices. You just tap your iPhone or Apple Watch and the door unlocks, and even when your phone battery is low, it still works, which gives you that extra bit of confidence when you are outside. Now as you keep using it, the built-in Wi-Fi starts to matter more, because you do not deal with any extra hub, and that keeps your setup clean. Also, you can create up to 100 access codes, so whether it is family, guests, or even short-term stays, you have full control. And at the same time, it runs on 4 AA batteries that last for months, so you are not thinking about power very often. Besides that, the Grade 1 security rating and built-in alarm add that physical layer of protection. However, it stays within familiar territory. So if you want something that works smoothly every single day, this one feels very easy to live with. Now moving into something that feels much more advanced, Lockin V7 Max gives you a very different kind of experience. From the moment you set it up, you notice that it is not just one way to unlock, instead you get 3D face recognition, finger vein, and palm vein access, so it feels like multiple layers working together for you. And then, as you keep using it, the wireless optical charging really starts to stand out. You are not replacing batteries every few months, instead the lock keeps itself powered, which removes one of those small but constant tasks from your routine. Also, with Matter support, it connects across Apple, Google, and Alexa setups, so you are not locked into one system. However, all this tech means you will spend some time setting it up properly. Still, once everything is in place, it feels like you are using something that is clearly ahead of a standard smart lock. Then, if you shift your focus more towards security and privacy, the DESLOC K140 Plus takes a very precise approach. Instead of typical fingerprint scanning, you are using palm vein recognition, and it reads internal patterns, so it feels much stricter in real use. Now, when you think about numbers, the false recognition rate is less than 0.0001%, so it is extremely selective about who gets access. Also, your biometric data stays stored locally on the device, which gives you more control over your information. And in daily use, the 10,000 mAh battery lasts up to 9 months. So charging is not something you think about often. Besides that, the IP65 rating helps it handle outdoor conditions, and the magnetic sensor ensures it only locks when the door is fully closed. However, it focuses more on function than visual design. So if you want something that quietly does its job with strong security, this one fits that role very well. Now, if you want something that does more than just lock your door, the Eufy Familock S3 Max starts to feel like a complete entry system. You unlock with palm vein, and at the same time you get a 2K HDR camera that shows a full head-to-toe view of whoever is outside. And as you use it daily, the 4-inch screen inside your home becomes very useful, because you can quickly check who is at the door without reaching for your phone. Also, the dual motion sensors reduce false alerts by around 95%, so you are not constantly interrupted by unnecessary notifications. Then there is the battery setup, which includes a 15,000 mAh unit along with AAA backup, so the lock keeps running even during long usage periods. However, it is a larger system, and setup takes more effort. Still, if you want both visibility and control in one place, this feels very practical for your front door. So if you prefer something that feels almost effortless, the Aqara U400 goes in that direction. As you walk toward your door, it unlocks automatically using ultra-wideband, so you do not need to press anything or take out your phone, and over time, that feels very natural. Also, when you need a backup, the fingerprint sensor responds in about 0.3 seconds with around 98.6% accuracy, so it stays reliable in quick situations. And in terms of daily use, the battery lasts around 6 months, and it charges through USB-C, which keeps things simple. Besides that, the IP65 protection helps it handle outdoor environments without issues. However, It works best inside a compatible ecosystem. So if your setup supports it, this lock blends into your routine in a very smooth way. When your focus is speed and convenience, the Lockin Visage Zeno gives you that instant access feeling. You walk up to your door, and within about 1 second, the facial recognition unlocks it. And it works even in low light, which helps during late evenings. And when you look at backup options, the fingerprint sensor responds in about 0.2 seconds, so you always have a fast alternative. Also, the Pin Genie keypad shuffles numbers each time, so your code stays protected from anyone watching. Then for power, you get 2 rechargeable batteries, each lasting around 8 months, so you can swap them without downtime. However, facial recognition can feel like more than what some people need. But if you want quick access with multiple options, this one gives you that flexibility in daily use. Finally, for something simple and practical, the Wyze Lockbolt version 2 keeps everything very straightforward. You unlock it with an AI fingerprint system, and over time, it learns your touch, so it becomes more accurate the more you use it. And in your daily routine, the 4 AA batteries last up to around 8 months, so power management stays easy. Also, the anti-peep keypad lets you enter extra digits before or after your code, which adds a layer of privacy without changing your habit. You also get a grade 2 security rating, which is solid for most homes, even if it is not the highest tier. However, it does not push advanced features, so if you want something that works reliably without adding complexity, this one fits into your everyday life very comfortably. That was all. Thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos. And don't forget to share your experience in the comments.